Alright, so there's a video that a lot of people have sent to me, and it is regarding a new thing that they're going to be doing, contact tracing. Well, they've been doing contact tracing, but now taking people out of your home unwillingly, apparently. So before you freak out, let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what this actually means. I don't want people more freaked out than normal. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, so we're going to listen to the Ventura County over here.
We are beginning a program today which will certainly grow into something larger and larger, and that is a community contact tracing program. We've done contact tracing all along. That a contact is a person who's been exposed to someone that we document to have the COVID infection. When we find someone who has a COVID infection, those people are immediately isolated. But we also work with them to figure out who their contacts were. But the purpose of this program is to bring on people. We may bring on up to 50 or even more as the program grows and as we see the needs for it. As we do more testing, we will find more and more people who have COVID-19. And again, we'll isolate every one of them, and we will find every one of their contacts, and we will make sure that they stay quarantined, and we'll check in with them every day. We're going to do a more complete job, and we're going to do a more meticulous job of making it less and less possible for others in the county to run into someone with COVID-19 infection. It's not just our county. There are going to be thousands of people hired who will be these contact investigators throughout the state. And this is occurring in many, many other states as well, perhaps all of the states in our country. We will be giving intensive training to these people, identifying and finding contacts. Some of the people we find are going to have trouble being isolated. For instance, if they live in a home where there's only one bathroom and there are 3 or 4 other people living there, and those people don't have COVID infection, we're not going to be able to keep the person in that home. Every person who we're isolating, for instance, needs to have their own bathroom. And so we'll be moving people like this into other kinds of housing that we have available.
Really? Like FEMA Housing? This is just silly. It's silly to even say these things. They act like this is Ebola. This has a 0.01%, well, it has a 0.1% death rate. Really? I mean, this is how easily people were just bought into this, and now they're acting like, oh my goodness, oh, everybody must be tested. For what? It's not Ebola. It's pure insanity. That they're going to be tracing you. I'm not sure if you approve that or if they just do that willingly. And they, at first I was like, it's California, they're kind of crazy anyway. But then I'm like, wait, he's saying that all states, and they probably all talked about this. So it's probably something they're going to run anyway. To what extent? I'm not sure. Is this legal? Probably. Technically. Because of the Patriot Act, and then the Patriot Act being re-signed by our current president. Yeah, that was done. So, should we be freaking out over this? No. Should you be concerned? Yes. Absolutely. You should always be concerned. And you should be doing smart things. As we can all see, they see everything that we do. Stop posting everything you're doing online. Okay? Because that's going to make you the target number one. There is this pro-vax Twitter lady that literally posts screenshots of like everybody's replies and messages, those anti-vaxxers, and just like, she probably has a whole database of everybody. I mean, it's so ridiculous. And so when people say things like, oh, they're gonna have to take me with a gun, whatever, they input things like that into it, she turns it into something essentially threatening. Yeah. And I wouldn't doubt if she's had people arrested, because that's what type of person, and that's just one account. I'm sure it's many of them. Okay? So just be aware of everything and watch what you're doing, watch what you're saying. I mean, I would love to say, yeah, let's rise up and do, but I'm not sure if there's enough people to do that yet. And by you just, I mean, I don't have all the answers, unfortunately. I believe there's gonna come a time, I mean, we've been told this forever. It's prophesied in the Bible that these things will come, and these things are here. So stay calm. Make sure you have enough food and water, and just be prepared for all of that, because that's my main concern right now. Food and water. 3 to 6 months of food and water for sure, because I think it'll happen within like the next 2 to 3 months. And then with Trump just signing that protect our grid thing that should have been done years ago. I mean, it should have been, they should have redid our entire grid a long time ago, but it was just interesting that he just now signed that during all of this, and we just had a ship out in the South China Sea. A little scuffle happened out there, and so will China send an EMP here? I don't know. Will our own government pretend that it's an EMP from China? Very likely, very likely. So just ensure that you have enough food and water. 3 to 6 months, I would say, at the very least 3 months. Gosh, these bugs are crazy. And just stay calm. I see too many people freaking out. Yeah, it's a time to be like disturbed and angry and things like that, but not to the extent of your own detriment, your own health, your own well-being. I'm seeing like suicide hotline calls up 400%, 400% and 60%. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Whatever, there were two different articles. 60 times, that's what it was. It was like 400 times or 60%, whatever. And it's just not good. And I know most people will take this not so crazily, but apparently a lot of people, which, I mean, rightfully so, they are taking this very hard. They're seeing their businesses go under. They're seeing their entire town likely to just crash and burn. I hate to put it like that, but sometimes we can actually look at this as a positive. Sometimes burning things down actually makes for a better restart, you know, to just do a complete reboot. Control Alt Delete. Honestly, if you think about it, I mean, we can definitely find many positive things that are coming out of this. Look at Hollywood. It's crashing and burning. It's awesome. Disney, same thing. It's great. There's many bad things, but you can find a lot of bad things, but it takes somebody, you know, that's not wanting to be in all that, and somebody just to where you're truly not worried. Fear, you know, faith over fear. You don't need to be terrified of every little thing. We were not given a spirit of fear, okay? And the best thing to do is to reach out to other people, like-minded people. Don't even try at this point in time to convince these sheeple people that are just never coming around. It's too late for them. It just is. Connect with like-minded people. Have normal conversations. Grow a garden. Look, I'm actually messing with my garden right now. Oh, didn't move that enough. But, you know, go get outside. Get your sunlight. Get your vitamin D, hey, gosh dang, sorry. All of these things. And if that comes, that will come. I mean, I'm really disgusted about what happened in Texas with Shelly, the salon owner, being arrested and put in jail for 7 days. She did amazing. I mean, she's absolutely a hero for a fact. You know, she's standing up for her, not only her business, but our freedoms. And I absolutely, if I can make it out there this weekend, I definitely am going to try, because Texas is just right next to me. But there's so many crazy things going on. You can't get caught up in too much of it, because honestly, that's part of their plan too. They want you caught up in such things, freaking you out, to where, oh, we don't even have to do anything because we've already freaked them out enough. They're just gonna have a heart attack and die. You know, like, honestly, don't allow this to eat away at you. It's definitely not worth it. I mean, that's their game. They would love nothing more than to do that to you. All right. So I'm working on my garden, like I said, and I'm working on some other videos and things. And I will. I just wanted to do that real quick because a lot of people had sent it to me. Sorry if it's not what you expected. I just don't, there's too many freaked out people right now, and so I just want you to have a good night's rest and then think about it in the morning. You know, it's the best thing right now for people to do. I mean, nobody's coming bang down on your doors right now. And don't make yourself a target. All right, by saying anything crazy, like, you know, crazy things. Anyway, sorry guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Like, share, and subscribe.